Welcome to Leon Co, and on this week's video we'll be starting our new month for April, and our topic for the month is creating wealth. But to start this month, we want to talk about a subject that is maybe taboo, it's maybe not necessarily in agreement with everybody, or is something that we all want to aspire to be, and that is, how can I become a millionaire? And that is one question that many people ask ourselves. Growing up, we see all these people with having a lot of money, being very successful, and we all want to aspire to be a millionaire, or not necessarily be a millionaire, but to have that financial freedom to do the things that we love, the things that we're passionate about, and to do all those things that we wish that we could do, but financially we're tied up and can't do them. So we want to start this month talking about this topic, and then building up to other topics that we want to discuss throughout the month. So let's start on this. The first thing that you need to learn when you want to become a millionaire is that most people believe that becoming a millionaire is not for them, that you have to be predispositioned to be a millionaire, that you have to acquire wealth from a family member, or you just have to be lucky to become a millionaire. And that is one of the biggest lies that you can tell yourself. The first thing that you need to do is break that mentality. You don't want to have that negative mentality to achieve anything in your life. You, as a person, you should be the last person to hold yourself back. You should not be the first person to do so. So the first thing that you want to do if you want to become a millionaire, if you want to be successful in anything in your life, is to break that mentality of you can't do things, that you're not smart enough, that you don't have the abilities, that you are not predispositioned to do those things. That's the first thing that you need to break, that mentality. You need to have a positive mentality to achieve the things that you want to do. So first we want to talk about that mentality, and then we want to talk about the things that you need to do to achieve that money goal that you have. So let's talk about the first thing. And one of the first things that you should do, and not necessarily everyone thinks about this, is identifying a necessity or identifying a need in the place where you live, maybe on your neighborhood, your community, your state, your country. Identify a need, a necessity, something that, a service, something that everybody needs, something that everybody needs on every day, from Monday to Sunday, maybe twice a day. Identify something that everybody needs, not just you, not just wealthy people, something that from the poorest person where you live to the richest person that lives there needs. Find that necessity. It could be food, it could be clothes, it could be transportation, it could be hygiene, it could be health, it could be transportation. Identify any need, any necessity that is not being served, that is not providing a service, and exploit that necessity. Exploiting necessities and giving service to those necessities is one of the most powerful, easy, and reliable things that you could do to start a business. And how can this make you a billionaire, make you a millionaire, make you lots of money, is that by identifying something, a service that everybody needs, from the richest to the poorest, and that they need daily, monthly, they need yearly, that is something that will always generate money. Food will always generate money. Transportation nowadays will always generate money. Clothes, basic necessities like water, electricity, those things will always generate money because people have bought them for them to be essential things in their life. So you should exploit those things, make a business out of it, and after you have a solid business where you are and that you can provide that service of necessities to everyone, start expanding. Identifying other places, other countries where there have the same necessities or other necessities that you can provide the service to them. And that is the best way and the simplest way in terms of what you want to do to become a millionaire and generate lots of money. The second tip that we want to share with you guys is that you can start investing in the stock market. But notice with this investment in the stock market, this could be high volatile with the money that you want to invest in the market, because with high risk, high reward, low risk, low reward, and that is the motto for the stock market. So the most thing that you want to have in mind is that if you want to make lots of money in the stock market, then you should be willing to risk lots of money investing in the stock market. So the main tip, if you want to achieve lots of money, is identify companies, just as like we talked in our first tip, that provide services, that provide unique, transformative, something completely different in the market, that provides a service that many people would want to buy and many people need. And those are the companies that you want to invest early, you want to invest often, because those are the companies, when they explode, will generate lots and lots of income, and this will provide you lots of money that you can turn into physical liquidity, that you can turn into the money that you want to achieve for getting that goal to being a millionaire. But you can also do this in an extensive amount of time, meaning this, that you can, instead of investing in companies that are starting, you can invest in companies that have a long time of longevity. You can invest in companies that have sustained throughout the years, that don't necessarily have high risk, but they have a decent amount of reward for the investment you're making, and you can start to build that and generate that income, all of that money, all of that wealth in maybe 20, 30 years, and by the end of those years you would have an increasing amount of money. But to do this, you'll have to have lots of discipline, study the market, study the companies that you want to do, and this is something that takes a lot of time, but this is a tool that you can still use to become a millionaire. So those are two ways that you can use to invest money in the stock market and become a millionaire. The third thing that we want to share with you guys is investing in real estate. And a lot of people have made a lot of money in real estate. A lot of people support real estate to become a millionaire, to become very wealthy people, and there are many different ways to invest in real estate and make a lot of money in real estate. But something that you do have to have in mind, and something that a lot of people won't share or maybe say it's false, but you really do need to have a decent amount of liquidity, a decent amount of money to start investing in real estate. This is not something that you do with $5 in your bank, with 50 cents in your pocket. This is something that you need to do with a decent amount of liquidity, a decent amount of money to invest in that real estate. Hence why you need money to buy the property, but you also need money to do the legal stuff surrounding the buying of the property. So it's investing in real estate is not necessarily just buying a property. Oh, that property is cheap, I want to buy that thing. No, it's the legal paperwork, the legal situation that surrounds buying a property that will consume some of the money that you have. So this is one of the things that you should always have in mind if you want to invest in real estate. But investing in real estate is one of the safest things that you can do investing money, and one of the things that you can generate a lot of money. And there are two ways that you can generate money in real estate. The main things that you can do is by flipping and by renting. What's flipping? Flipping is the ability to buy a property at a low price and then flipping its price to generate income. You can maybe double the profit, triple the profit, depending on how much money did you invest in the real estate and the amount of money that you're selling it. And this is a method that a lot of people that invest in real estate do, and do often, to generate lots of income. The second one is renting. You can buy one property and start renting it, and then buy a second, third, or fourth and generate a decent amount of houses, maybe apartments, maybe buildings, and you can rent them all out, and you can generate a passive income that will build you wealth, and eventually you will build enough wealth to become a millionaire. And these are 3 tips that you can do to become a millionaire, but there is one final tip that I want to share with you guys, and I think it's one of the most important things that you should do to become a millionaire, and that is to exploit your abilities, your capabilities, all the things that you are good at, the things that you are passionate about. Exploit those things. If you're good at music, if you're good at art, if you're good at teaching, if you're good at maybe welding, maybe sports, and anything that you are good, that you are enthusiastic, that you're passionate about, exploit those things, because that is one of the most important things that you should do, and you should always aspire to do in your life. Because I always believed in something, and that is, if you want to do something, always strive to be the best. And when you're the best in something, the money just simply will come, because you're just that good. And that is something that you should always have in mind. You can combine all the things that I did. I just taught you the things that I do, and maybe you can combine with that ability, that passion that you have to maybe to sing, maybe to do art, to teach, to do sports, do something that you're passionate but you are truly good at it, and always strive to be the best. Be the best in your area, be the best in your country, be the best in the world. Always strive to be the best, and having that mentality will eventually, I promise you, bring you money. If you're the best in something, the money will always come. So I want to leave you guys with that very important tip, that very important mentality that you should have to end this video. I hope you guys stay tuned for other videos for this month of April of building wealth. Leave us a like, leave us a subscribe, leave us a comment on our videos. Check out our other videos on our channel. Check out our other pages in Facebook and Instagram for our exclusive content on those. And always remember to have that king mentality.